United we stand, divided we fall, which means our unity is our strength and our diversity is our power. Good morning, all of you. With this beautiful quote, I would like to start with the next poem of our book Beehive. And the poem is No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. First of all, let's talk about the poet and then we'll start with the introduction of the poem. James Kirkup was born in 1923. He won the Atlantic Award for Literature in 1950. He wrote some plays too. He worked as a professor of English at Stockholm and at Tohoku University, Sendai, Japan. He was a versatile writer. Now, with this, let's begin with the introduction of the poem. Have you ever thought of some people as strange and other countries as foreign? We have many ways to think of people as different from us as them. They may belong to a different country or speak a different language. In this poem, however, the poetry reminds us often many ways in which we all are same, for we all are human beings. Whatever country we belong to, whatever language we speak, whatever food we eat, at last we all are human beings. Now, talking about this poem talks about the concept of global brotherhood and equality without any place for any kind of prejudice. It can be described as a post colonial poem which talks of globalization and its resultant human unity worldwide. The poem seems to be written at crucial times, that is, around late 1940s, when the entire colonial world was revolting against the oppressors. Now, discussing the theme of the poem. In this poem, No Men Are Foreign, the poet tells us not to distinguish people on the basis of their appearance, religion, region, etc. People of the whole world are brothers. All the people are born, wear clothes, eat food, and at last die and buried in the same earth. All of us have the same kind of body parts, but it is we who defile earth by having and fighting with each other. Now, moving on to the title of this poem, No Men Are Foreign is an appropriate title for the poem because it deals with the theme of universal brotherhood. Human beings all over the world have identical behavior and differences based on man made concepts of caste, creed, barriers, etc., which are unnatural. Every human being responds positively to love. Hence, no human being is a foreigner or an outsider. With this, let's come on to the summary of the poem. No Men Are Foreign is a beautiful poem giving a message of unity and harmony among all the people and nations of the world. The poet says that in this world, no men are strange and no countries are foreign. We all are human beings and we have a common soul. It is true that our skin may be of different colors, but our soul is the same. We may belong to a different country or speak a different language, but we all enjoy the beauty of the nature. We should remember that our eyes that wake, sleep, and love are alike all over the world. It is a fact that whenever we may be, but we can defeat strength with love. Wherever we are, we can defeat any of the fight with love. We should keep in mind that if we hate others, it means that we hate ourselves too. In the end, the poet says that people are polluting this earth with their deeds. We should protect our atmosphere and keep in mind that this universe is the creation of God and we all are one, the children of that single God. Now, moving on to the poetic devices. The first poetic device that we are going to discuss is alliteration. As all my kids know, it is the use of the same beginning consonant sound in a line. So now, moving on to our poem. In the second line, First stanza, second line, can we see a single body breathes, where the sound of B has been repeated, making it alliteration. Moving on to third stanza, second line, or sleep and strength. Again, the sound of S is getting repeated, again creating alliteration. The next poetic device is metaphor. As you all know, it is a figure of speech in which the word or a phrase it is used to describe an object or action through a comparison. Now, moving on to the poem. See, look at this line. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Now, uniform here basically stands for militaries that different countries in the world have. These uniforms may be different in color, design, shape, culture, but people wearing them, the people donning those uniforms, they are same anywhere in the world. Now, the next poetic device, repetition. As you all know, when the poet he repeats a single word or phrase or line or sometimes the whole stanza just to create a musical effect and to emphasize a point to which he wants to draw the attention. In the same manner, in our poem, the line, remember, no men are foreign, no men are strange, no country is foreign. This line, it has been repeated. Now, the repetition of this line, it shows the emphasis that the poet is making. It emphasizes on the core message, which is oneness of mankind. We all are one, we all are united, and we are not different in any manner. So, it was the repetition which is emphasizing on the core message of the poem. And the message is oneness of mankind. Now, talking about rhyme scheme, this poem doesn't have any specific rhyme scheme as it is written in a free verse. I hope I am clear with this. In my next video, we are going to start with our poem. Till then, I want you all to go through the poem once so that you feel connected when we start the poem. Thank you so much, guys. All the best.